Hello everybody, just hopping on here to do a makeup tutorial. Should be really fun. Just see if I can get like a watch party going too. If you're just hopping on, go ahead and say hi so I know you're joining me. And we're gonna do look number 2. So it should be really fun. Hi, Mom. Let's see here. Just trying to pull everything up on my laptop so I can see it. Let's do... Here we go. Okay, I think we got a watch party going here. So that should work out. Does this lighting look better? I know some of the other ones were washing me out a little bit, so I'm trying a different lighting. So if it works, give a thumbs up. If you are just joining me tonight, or if you haven't already, or if you're rewatching this, go ahead and do hashtag rewind so I know that you watched it. If you're just popping on, go ahead and say hello so I know that you're joining me. Just trying to get everything set up here really quickly. So look number 2, and we're kind of doing like a purple-y blue theme tonight, so it's going to be really fun. I actually really like this look, so it'll be really fun to do. So I'm going to do like my whole face pretty much, but really focus on the eyeshadow. So it should be really fun to do. Let's see here. Just going to pull everything up. See a few of you popping on here, so if you're joining, go ahead and say hi. I'd love to know that you're joining, and we'll get started here in a second. See here. Alright, I think I got the watch party started, so we'll see how that goes. That's new. I haven't done one of those before. But yeah, that should be fun. Okay, so I'm just going to get started here. I got the look pulled up because I can't see it on my phone, so I'm just pulling it up on the side here. And we're going to go for this fun look. So if you didn't see it earlier, hopefully this shows it. We're going to go for look number 2 right here. So this should be really fun to do. And hopefully give you guys a fun idea for if you ever want to do something a little bit adventurous or a little bit different. Be able to do that. Okay. Since I'm not going to be going out to do a whole lot tonight, I'm not going to be doing the face primer because I don't want it to stay on all day. But normally I would go in with a face primer, and that's what I would start off with, just to make sure that everything stays really nicely throughout the day, and it's just really easy to do. So if you want a sample of that, let me know, and I can either send that to you or I can get it to you so you can try that out. And if you're just joining, go ahead and say hi in the comments below so I know you're joining. And of course, if you're rewatching this, do hashtag rewind so I know that you're watching. Hi, Jill. So we won, our tonight's look was number 2, so that's what we're going to go for. So it's the purple and blue, which is really exciting. It's really fun. So I'm actually not going to be using all Unique products tonight, but I'm going to be kind of using some other products that I've gotten from drugstores or from like Ulta. So if you're somebody that's like, hey, I love going to Sephora or Ulta or I don't know, Walmart or Walgreens or whatever, wherever you go for your makeup products, if you are wanting like a simpler eyeshadow, these are some that you can go with, like with CoverGirl and those kind of things. So we're just going to start off, and I'm just going to start off with my foundation. So I'm just going to do a full makeup look tonight and then really focus on the eyeshadow. So I like my Make No Mistake by Sephora, and it's a stick. This is the color Cork, and it's 05. So I'm just going to put that all over my face, my nose, chin, cheeks. Then I just go down my neck a little bit. And then you want to get a beauty blender. And I just go in all the way around. And really, a few really important things that you want to do when you're doing makeup is make sure that you get your foundation all the way up to your the root hairline right here. And then you want to make sure you're going all the way down your neck. Because, I don't know about you, but sometimes you notice those like weird makeup lines with people and you're like, that doesn't quite work because there's like a line right here. So you want to just make sure it's really blended out really nicely. So that's really important when you're doing your foundation. So I'm just going to make sure it gets all the way out to my ears, and I just bring it back in and just make sure it's really blended out. Another thing you might want to do is make sure you get it underneath your nose too. So just blend that all out. If you're just joining, go ahead and say hello so I know you're watching. And we're doing look number 2 from the ones I posted earlier. So you're just going to make sure you go down your jawbone line and get it underneath your neck. Down your neck right there. So it just blends it out so then you don't have like a weird line showing up. Okay. And if you want a foundation match, definitely let me know and I can help you out with that if you're wondering what shade or tone you are. So, okay, so next I go in with my Revolution, my lid fell off, but this is my Revolution Makeup Revolution London. It's an Ultra Blush Palette. So I'm doing that. And I'm going to be doing my contouring. So you're going to start at the inner edge of your ear, and you're going to go all the way out to about the outer of your eye. You just want to make sure it's blended in. When you put it down, you're going to want to make sure that the darkest part's going to be here, and then it's going to fade out. Then you want to do the top of your forehead, your jawline, and then I do the inner of my nose. So really this just doesn't take very long. And then you just want to make sure it's blended out to wherever you want it to be at. Okay, so next I'm going to go in, and this is, I don't know about you, but I love TJ Maxx, and they have some amazing makeup products there. They're really reasonably priced for really good products. So this is one of my favorites. It's MAC Studio, and it's got blush, contouring, and highlighting all in it. Let's see if my lighting will get it. So this is just face powder. So I'm just going to go in with my shimmer right here and highlight. So you're doing down your nose, you're going to do tips of your forehead, your Cupid's bow, which is right there, your chin, and if you want a lighter color, sometimes I'll mix a couple of the colors together, and you're just going to do like a V shape down underneath your eye and over. So I'll just highlight it really nicely. Okay, so that's really simple, really easy to do. Next, I'm going to go in with an actual eye primer, and this one is actually a Unique product, which I absolutely love. This is my favorite one. It's really easy to apply. You don't need very much, so this has lasted me almost 2 years, not even kidding, because you really don't need very much, and it'll last a long time. So that's about how much I need. I don't know if that's showing up. There you go. And so you just spread it out over your eyelid. And this is going to help make sure that your shadow lasts all day and it's not gonna like smear and smudge throughout the day. I've said this before in one of my other videos, but I've taken a nap before in my eyeshadow and woke up and it still looked like flawless. So that was like pretty amazing. If you have a translucent powder, you want to just go over that just to make sure it stays where it needs to be. Otherwise, if you don't, I just go in with my highlighter and I'll just powder it with that really quickly. Okay, so that's just a simple face look. And if you're just joining, go ahead and say hi so I know you're watching. And if you are rewatching this, go ahead and do #replay so I know you joined. Okay, so I'm going to be using a couple different palettes for this look. So we're going in with a blue, pinky, purple. So I'm going to start off with, let's see if I can find it here, my deluxe brush. It's by Unique. This is one of my favorites. And I'm going to go in with a pinkish color. So this palette is the Color Workshop, and it's got a lot of different colors inside of it. Here, let me just pull these little brushes out so they don't fall all over the place. So I'm just going to go in with this one right here. Just kind of a fun, like, pinkish purple color. And this one is called, let's see if I can get my thing out to tell you what color it is. I think that would be really helpful. Or not. I think my hands are slippery. Okay, so this is the color Sugar out of this palette. So that's what I'm using. And I'm just going to go in with my deluxe brush, and I'm just going to lightly swipe it on both sides. Just very lightly. And this is just going to be a light color. So I'm going to just go over my crease and bring it out a little bit. And if you see me looking on the side, I'm looking at the picture so I make sure it's somewhat resembling it. So you always, when you're doing your eyeshadow, you want to start with your lighter color first and then go over it with a darker color. If you go in with a darker, your lighter's not going to show up as much. So just a fun tip. Okay, so you want to just make sure you're going out. And I'm just following my crease line and just kind of going over all of it right there. Okay. And one thing that's really nice about doing like a highlighter instead of, or with a translucent powder, is it kind of already gives you a highlighter effect here near your brow line, so it's really simple and easy to do. Kind of kills two birds with one stone, so to speak. Okay, so got that there. And then next she went in with a purple, so I'm going to go in with this one right here, and then I'm going to cover it with this guy right here. So I'm going to use a different brush that's very similar to the one I was just using. And I'm going to go in with that color there. I'm just going to go over it again. And just bring it all the way out. If you're just joining, go ahead and say hello. And this one I'm just doing on the outer edge of my eye, because we're going to want to make sure that blue stays light enough right here, so we don't want to like make this really dark. We want to make sure it stays lighter. If that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and post those below, because I'd be more than willing to answer questions. Okay. I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I like to go over things a couple times just to make sure it's actually where I want it to be. Alright. I'm going to go in with a little bit darker of a purple, and then I'm going to go in with that blue. I actually normally just do like 3 shades when I do mine. So this is actually fun because it's like actually like 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 different colors. So that's really fun. Stepping outside of my comfort zone. And when you're doing this, if you just do like little strokes back and forth, it just kind of keeps it where you want it to be, and it's really easy to apply. So just, they call it a windshield wiper, so you're kind of like going back and forth. Alright, so next what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the blue. Make sure this powder is off my brush. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with my contouring brush, and I'm going to use this darker blue. Oh, by the way, this is CoverGirl, and it's new, and it just has like a bunch of different colors. You can find this. I actually don't remember where I got it, but I'm pretty sure you can find it anywhere that you find CoverGirl at. So this one was probably at Ulta, or I mean, I'm sure you can find it at Walmart because I know they carry CoverGirl too. So, alright, so I'm going to go in with that darker blue, and that's where the crease is. So they're just putting the blue right here, and you're just going to make a V shape. Along your crease. And again, you're just going to stay to the outer edge because we're going to go in with that much lighter blue. And you don't want to put a dark color and then try to compensate it with a light color, because it's not going to work and show up as well. Okay, let's see. I'm also going to go in with this down below, and then we'll go in with the other colors too. And this is where I'm going to get my blending brush. This is my absolute favorite brush in the whole wide world. And it just blends everything out really nicely. And then I think I'm going to go in with a little bit more of that darkness. Sometimes if you get your brush wet, it'll help keep the powder in a little bit more. Alright, so next I'm going to go in, and this is a different palette. This is Beauty. It's got 138 shadows. I've had this one since I can remember. I don't remember who it's by. I think it's by Beauty Gem. But it's this huge eyeshadow container. Yeah, it's really fancy. So I'm going to go in with one of these colors right here, or I might do a compensation of both of them. And we're going to go in with that, where did I put it? We're going to go in with that deluxe brush again. And this is going to be our light color. And if you're not sure what a color is going to look like because you're like, oh, I'm about to put it on, but I'm not sure if that's what I'm exactly looking for, you can always put it on your wrist or on your hand and kind of see. So like, I'm going to go in and you can just kind of tell what color it's going to be and if that's what you're wanting. So I have a couple different shades of blue, and I'm wanting the more vibrant one. So that's always fun to try to figure out which one you're going to do. Okay, so I picked my blue, and I'm going to start, let's see, they go over, okay. And I'm just going to do little strokes just to make sure I get it where I want it to be. This kind of reminds me of like the galaxy pictures. You're just hopping on, go ahead and say hello. And again, I'll go in with that blending brush and just blend it all in really nicely together. Okay, and then I'm going to try giving this blue a look for the middle and see how I like it. But yeah, there we go. I really like that. Thoughts so far? Kind of like it. It's kind of fun. Okay, then they go in with, I'm going to get a thinner brush. So I'm going to go in with this guy, and I'm going to do my waterline. She does her waterline with a blue. I actually need my other mirror for this one. Alright, so they do blue and then they go over it with purple again. Make sure you can see that blue there. Alright, wipe my brush off. And then I'm going to go in with that purple from the CoverGirl palette again. So this one right here. We're just going to go in and then do it below the blue. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with that blending brush again. Let's see, I'm really good at misplacing stuff, I guess, today. Ah, there it is. Okay. So I'm going to go in and just blend that all together. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in with my brush and get any excess eyeshadow off. And then I want to brighten it up a little bit, so I might go in with a concealer underneath. We'll see how I feel once I put eyeliner on. Okay, next I'm going to do my brows. So I've told some of you how to do this in some of my other videos. Let's see if I can find my... Alright, so I think my brow brush is in my other room. I'm going to be right back. Let me go see if it's where I think it is. 1 second. Alright, nope. Okay, well, I'm not sure what I did with it, so it's just me and my misplacing of things today. I'm really good at that. Man, that's a bummer, because that's like one of my go-tos. Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay, so this is my favorite. It's an angle brush. And I'm going to go in with that Faithful cream shadow. So you just really need just a little bit, and I just like swoop it on both sides. And if you have a powder, you can do that too. So I don't know if you can see. It's not a whole lot. And I'm just going to use my mirror here. But you're going to start at the top of your brow line, and you're going to go across and down. And then you're going to match it underneath and go over. And then you just want to go in little strokes to kind of mimic those hairlines. So I'm going to do it in my little mirror here. And then the hairs over here towards the inner of your eye go up, so I just do like little strokes upward. And you kind of want it to fade out as you get to the outer edge. And then I'll go in with this guy here to just make sure my hairlines are going right there and to kind of smooth out any lines that I have. I'm gonna fix this right here. If you're just joining, go ahead and say hello. It's really cloudy here, kind of cold. The joke is that you can have a variety of different seasons within 1 week. So it was really hot and humid last week. And then this week it has been cloudy and semi-cold. It's been really interesting, to say the least. So it's always hard because you don't know whether you should like wear shorts for the day or if you should wear a sweatshirt and jeans and boots. So let's just hope no snow, because I feel like it's technically partly almost summer, so hopefully no snow, but we shall see what happens. Okay. Just making sure those hairlines go the correct way. Alrighty, so I'm gonna do my eyeliner, and I'm absolutely in love with liquid eyeliner. It's really easy to apply and put on. So this one is NYX Professional Makeup. It's an Epic ink liner. So again, if you're going for something that you're like, oh, I just want to pick it up at a store nearby, that's something you could definitely find. Is this one waterproof? I think this one is waterproof, maybe. Yes, it is. I always go for a liquid liner that's waterproof, just because seasons change, so it gets humid outside. If you're sweating or different things, or maybe it's like a sad thing or a happy thing and you're crying, you want to make sure that that liquid liner stays on. So I always go for waterproof. That's just my preference. You have to decide what you think is best for you. But I always start at the inner of my eye and go outward. So let's start here. And I just go in little, like really little strokes. You can get it thicker as you go, so maybe it's still thin and you're like, oh, I'd really like it to be thicker. You can do that. So I always just start out thin and then I add on. If you're just joining, go ahead and say hello. I see a couple of you hopping on. Doesn't always tell me who's watching, so if you say hello, then I can say hi back. And then for like a cat eye, there's two different ways you can do it. You can either match a line up to your brow, so point it upward, or you can bring it back out to about where your ear line is. So I always just kind of do however I'm feeling that day, and I'll just bring it out a little bit like that. And then you can go back downward if you want, like that. So it just depends on what your preference is, but that's kind of how to do a really cute, simple, like eyeliner line. So, all right, doing the same thing on my other eye. I'm actually really surprised that my cats have not hopped up on my desk. Normally when I start doing these, they're like, oh, you're recording? Let me hop in. I think my allergies are kicking in again too. Fun seasons. Okay. Another easy way to do a line is start where your waterline is on your lower lash and pull it upward. And then you can like match it with the other line. So that's a simple way of doing it. Okay. Now, my favorite mascara so far right now is the 4D mascara, and I love this particularly on my lower lashes because they pop out a lot more. For this look, I will probably end up putting falsies on for the photo, just to kind of give it that dramatic look that the image did. For now, I'll just put this on. If you don't know how to do falsies, let me know in the comments below, and if you're interested, I can do a tutorial on how to do those. They're kind of tricky at first, but they have these new ones that you can do like a magnetic eyeliner, and then they just magnetize to the eyeliner. It's kind of interesting. So, also quick tip with wands for mascara, you don't want to like pump it because it pumps in bacteria in and out. So make sure you just like swirl it a little bit and then pull it out instead of pumping it in and out. My eyes are getting really watery. My fan's on, so maybe that's fine. Alright guys, there's that fun dramatic look. Again, if you're rewatching this, go ahead and do #rewind. And if you don't follow me on my YouTube channel, go ahead and check that out at Sassy for Makeup. I'll be posting more tutorials coming this week on there. If there's any looks that you want to have me do, you can post those in the comments below as well. Otherwise, on Monday and Wednesday, I'll be doing live tutorials and making sure that I'll post something earlier in the day on my Instagram as well as my Facebook page to see which look we're going to do for that day. And I would love your feedback on which ones you want me to do. And yeah, as I say always, stay sassy and have a great night, guys. Bye.